Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. If you're a focused learner looking to cut through all the noise in the publishing world, well, you are in the exact right place. Today, we are unpacking the absolute ultimate secret weapon for unknown independent writers who are trying to break through obscurity and actually build a lasting career. We're talking about the Kindle Countdown deal. It's essentially a growth hacker's playbook hidden right inside Amazon's ecosystem, and I'm so incredibly excited to walk you through exactly how it works.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. First, we're going to look at the publishing royalty dilemma. Then we'll unlock the actual countdown deal itself, go over the strict rules of engagement, dive into the psychology of urgency, and finally wrap it all up with building a long-term fan base. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the publishing royalty dilemma, the financial hurdle for new authors. Before we look at any solutions, we really have to face the harsh reality of digital economics for unknown writers. Imagine a reader browsing Amazon. They stumble across your cover, read the description, and they're intrigued. But there's a major catch. They don't know who you are. To them, a full-priced book by a totally brand new author isn't just a reading choice. It's basically viewed as a financial risk. Trying to convince total strangers to take a chance on an unknown name, to literally pull out their credit card and pay full price, that is hands down the single biggest obstacle you're going to face as a beginner author. Let's actually break down the math behind standard Amazon pricing. Normally, if you drop your book's price to reduce that financial risk for the reader, say you drop it below $2.99, Amazon hits you with a pretty punishing rule. Your royalty is strictly capped at a 35% rate. That means on a 99-cent book, you're scraping by with maybe 35 cents. Ouch, right? But with the countdown deal loophole, you get to drop that price to 99 cents and miraculously maintain a 70% royalty. You pocket roughly 70 cents per sale instead. I mean, that is an absolutely massive difference when you're just trying to gain some traction. Which brings us right to Section 2, unlocking the countdown deal, the ultimate loophole. Okay, let's dive into this. The Kindle Countdown Deal, or KCD, is a specific promotional tool available exclusively to self-published authors who are enrolled in Amazon's KDP Select program. It basically allows you to temporarily discount your ebook down to 99 cents while keeping that awesome 70% royalty rate. You can use a special promotion for up to 7 days per quarter. Think of it as this brief, perfectly sanctioned little window where Amazon basically lets you break their own royalty rules. And the magic number here? 99 cents. Why does this specific price point matter so much? Well, because 99 cents completely shatters that financial hurdle we were just talking about. It takes a risky, highly considered purchase and turns it into a totally frictionless impulse buy. At 99 cents, readers will absolutely take a chance on a totally unknown author. Moving on to Section 3, the rules of engagement, terms and conditions for success. Now, every powerful tool has rules, right? We really need to understand Amazon's parameters here. The first major one is the exclusivity requirement. To get access to the countdown deal, your ebook has to be strictly exclusive to Amazon for a 90-day KDP Select enrollment period. This is a massive strategic choice. It means that during this 90-day window, your book absolutely cannot be sold on competitor platforms. So no Kobo, no Apple Books, no Barnes & Noble. You are locking yourself completely into the Amazon ecosystem. But in exchange, you get access to this incredibly powerful tool. And this brilliantly illustrates the timeline you have to follow, often called the 30-day rule. You see, you can't just run a sale whenever the mood strikes. Your book's regular price must remain completely unchanged for at least 30 days prior to the deal. Then your promo runs for up to 7 days. And finally, there's a 14-day cool-down period after the sale, where, once again, absolutely no price changes are allowed. So, a huge takeaway here for new authors. Because of that initial 30-day waiting period, you generally cannot use a countdown deal within the first 30 days of a brand new book launch. Now, one of the coolest features of the KCD is incremental steps. You don't actually have to stay at 99 cents for the whole week. You can strategically stair-step your price back up to normal as the promotion goes on. So, for example, you might start at 99 cents for the first 2 days, maybe bump it up to $1.99 for the next 2 days, and then finally return it to your regular $2.99 or higher price. It's awesome because it gives you incredible control over the momentum of your entire sale. All right, Section 4, the psychology of urgency, triggering the impulse buy. I want you to think about the impact of the phrase, 14 hours left. When a buyer is sitting there on your page and they see a live countdown clock literally ticking down the minutes and seconds, tick, 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 it creates a ridiculously powerful psychological trigger. Good old FOMO, the fear of missing out. They know for a fact that if they wait, that 99-cent bargain is going to vanish and the price will jump right back up to $3.99. It completely forces an immediate decision. The combination of that live countdown clock and the highly visible strike-through of your original price right there on the Amazon sales page, it's just lethal. Look, readers are chronic procrastinators. We all love to hit add to wish list and tell ourselves, oh, I'll definitely buy that later. But this visual cue stops procrastination dead in its tracks. It demands action right now, turning a maybe someday into money in the bank today. Which takes us to our final part, Section 5, building a long-term fan base. Beyond the quick sale. Because look, if you think this is just about making a few extra quarters on a random Tuesday, you're really missing the bigger picture. So I want to pose a question directly to you right now as you're watching this explainer. How exactly does dropping your price temporarily actually build a sustainable career for a beginner author? How does a short-term discount translate into long-term success? Well, the answer lies in these 5 distinct pillars. We've already covered how it lowers the barrier to entry and really leverages that psychological urgency. But the actual rocket fuel for your career, that's in points 3, 4, and 5. Maximizing your ad spend ROI, boosting your Amazon bestseller rank, and ultimately building a long-term audience. Let's actually dive a little deeper into those massive algorithmic and financial wins. As an independent author, you have to market your books, and that usually means buying ad space in popular email newsletters, places like the Fussy Librarian or Written Word Media. And marketing costs money, right? But because the countdown deal guarantees you that 70% royalty instead of the standard 35%, you literally double your earnings per copy during the sale. That double earning power is huge. It makes it twice as easy to break even or actually turn a profit on your advertising costs. It literally changes the entire math of your marketing campaigns. So the crucial point is this. Amazon's bestseller algorithm honestly does not care how much money you made per book. It completely ignores the price tag. It calculates bestseller ranks based purely on the sheer volume of recent sales. When you pair an ad campaign with a 99-cent countdown deal, you create a massive surge in sales volume. This sends your book skyrocketing up the algorithmic charts. And suddenly, you aren't just visible to the people who clicked your ad, you've got organic visibility among everyday shoppers who are just browsing Amazon's bestseller lists. And that leads right into the ultimate snowball effect. It's beautiful, really. Step 1. You move hundreds of copies at 99 cents. Step 2. Because so many people are reading it, you accumulate reviews much faster, which drives word-of-mouth recommendations. Step 3. Readers love the book and they join your personal email newsletter. Which brings us to the absolute holy grail. Step 4. When you write your next book, you don't have to start from zero anymore. You launch it directly to a built-in, completely loyal audience. Which leaves us with one final essential question for you today. Now that you see the mechanics, the psychology, and the raw algorithmic power of this tool, are you ready to temporarily trade standard royalties to leverage a 99-cent impulse buy and build a long-term sustainable fan base using the Kindle Countdown deal? I mean, the blueprint is right there for the taking. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, happy publishing!